Hey everyone, it's Keona and welcome back to my channel. This video is all about how to go from basic to baddie, so just keep on watching. I'm jumping right in and I'm going to use my foundation from Sephora and it is in the shade Foncé Deep. It's about $20 there. I'm going to use my Real Techniques foundation brush to go ahead and blend that foundation out. I'm making sure that I'm getting every inch of my face, of course, and my neck as well because I don't want any masking looking makeup. I'm getting my forehead as well, and I'm just making sure that that is all blended out and I don't have any missing splotchiness. I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. You can get it from your local beauty supply store or even order it online. It's a very cheap but very good formula of concealer. So if you've been looking for a concealer, this is the one I swear by. I honestly don't use any other concealer but LA Girl Pro Concealer, and it lasts all day and it's full coverage. It's a really good concealer, so you guys should definitely invest in it. It's only $2.99 at my beauty supply. So I'm just highlighting all the areas that need to be highlighted. So that's underneath my eyes, down my nose, the center of my forehead, my cupid's bow, and also the middle of my chin. Also underneath my cheekbone. Now I'm going to use my NYX finishing spray. It's the matte finishing spray, and I'm going to spray my Real Techniques Beauty Blender and go ahead and blend that concealer out. A good blending technique that I learned is definitely do not swipe. Do not do that motion at all because it'll end up taking off the concealer. You want to do a patting motion, and although it may look like I'm going very hard, I'm honestly not. I'm just tapping the concealer into my face. And I'm making sure that I'm not swiping because it's really frustrating when you just put concealer on and you take it right off because you just do it the wrong way. So I'm just blending all that out with my beauty blender. So now to set that concealer, I'm making sure there's no creases, and I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier setting powder that you'll see in this clip, and it is in the shade Translucent. I do want to try her deep, the Laura Mercier deep setting powder, because obviously this is not my skin color, and I don't want to look like a ghost, so I don't keep it on for long at all. I wouldn't consider it baking what I do. I would definitely consider it microwaving because it does not take long. Once I get it on every inch that I highlighted, I go ahead with my foundation brush and I wipe that right off. I don't keep it on long because my skin is funny and I don't have time to be starting over. So I'm just wiping that off now with the foundation brush that I mentioned. Now I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. It's the cream contour palette, and I'm taking the deepest shade, which is why you guys see I'm running out because I always use the deepest shade. And I'm contouring everything that was not highlighted. So that's my cheekbones, that's the outskirts of my forehead, as well as down the sides of my nose. You guys will see, but I just want to mention it before it happens so you know what I'm contouring before it's done. So this is me going down the side of my nose. Checking, making sure everything looks good. This is my first voiceover, guys. Let me know how I'm doing in the comment section. So it's best to contour in like a swiping motion, but then you can start doing it in a circular fashion just to blend it out some. But I'm going to go back in with my foundation brush and blend it out even more so there's no lines. So if you swipe it on, it'll kind of look like there's some lines. And you don't want that. So using the same foundation brush to blend it out always helps because it has your shade on it, and it just makes it look seamless. You see me? So that's what I'm doing right now. Now I'm just going down my nose again with a smaller brush just to really amplify that highlight and contour on my nose. It's my favorite part, so I pay better attention to that. Right now, I am concealing my eyelids so the eyeshadow has something to stick to. You can use any concealer. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer again. But I just use any concealer when it comes to this because it's not concealer that has to match. It's not concealer that needs to be your shade, really. It just has to be concealer because it has that type of texture that something can stick to it. So I do that to both of my eyes and only the eyelids. And I'm using a very small, like stippling brush almost. No, actually not stippling. It's a small angle brush. My mistake. And I'm just concealing all over that eyelid. I feel like I have big eyelids. I don't know. But I have big eyes, so that will make sense. Now I'm using any eyeshadow palette. It's nothing special. It's probably the one that I got from Target. It's called the Nudes, and I'm taking their deepest brown, and I'm putting that eyeshadow on the outskirts of my eyelid, making sure that I'm not going in too far. I start kind of at like the front of my eyelid, and I'm just going outward, and that's the palette. Again, it's called the Nudes, and you can get it at Target. I love a nude. Now I'm taking another palette, and I'm using their gold, and I'm putting that where I did not put the brown, and also overlapping the brown some. And I want it to look like very dramatic, so I'm using a lot of the gold. The brown is kind of like a transition color. And I'll do that to both of my eyelids. And that's all for eyeshadow, folks. It's really not that hard. It's as hard as you make it. So you definitely want to have more than one color so it transitions in and out. But you don't have to be doing the whole nine like a cut crease and all that crazy stuff. Even though I want to know how, you don't have to. So that's what I'm doing to my eyelids. And now I'm going to use some mascara. And it is the Maybelline mascara. I forget what the exact name is, but it was on all the commercials. You guys remember. So I just had to get it because they kept telling me to get it every time I watch TV. So that is what it looks like. Wow, this is a long frame. And I'm just applying that to my eyelashes. Now I'm using any blush, and I'm just warming up my face some with some blush. My blush is darker. I have a darker skin tone, so it's not very visible, but I feel it in my soul when I put on blush. I love blush, and the more the merrier. Now I'm going to go in with a highlighter. My highlighter is from Target. It has argan oil in it. I don't like chalky things, so this is good for my skin because it's a little oily. So I'm just highlighting. Ever so slightly, of course. I don't do too much, guys. Now I'm just applying my lashes. Lashes, again, are as hard as you make it. If you just lay the lash over your regular eyelids, that's all there is to it. You guys can see me doing it, and it just takes a little bit of practice, but don't think too much, honestly. So I'm just applying my lashes. Double taking, making sure it's not looking crazy. And I apply my lash with lash glue. I mean, not lash glue, with hair glue. Sorry, don't care. Now I'm just lining my lips with any dark colored pencil. So this can be the one from the dollar store. Just make sure it's dark because you're using a dark lip for this look, I hope, because it is glam, but it is basic to baddie glam. So it's going to be quick, but I hope this tutorial really helps y'all. And I got this from Sephora. I wish I knew the color of it, but I'm just using this on my lips. And can you guys believe that we're finished? Honestly, it did not take me long. Editing looks like about 10 minutes, so it was probably 20 minutes. But there's the look, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it'll be able to help y'all, Very simple, very easy. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.